Once upon a time, in the bustling city of London, lived the world's greatest detective, Sherlock Holmes, and his loyal friend, Dr. Watson. Every day, they solved mysteries that puzzled even the smartest detectives. One chilly evening, a young man named John Openshaw visited them with a strange and frightening problem. His uncle, Elias Openshaw, had received a letter with 5 orange pips inside, along with a note marked with the letters KKK. Soon after, Elias died under mysterious circumstances. When John's father inherited Elias's estate, he also received a similar letter with 5 orange pips and sadly died in an accident a few days later. Now, John himself had received the same terrifying letter and needed Sherlock's help right away. Sherlock listened carefully and asked John to leave the letter and envelope with him. Sherlock examined the letter and noticed it was postmarked from the East London post office. He concluded that the letters came from someone who had recently arrived in London by boat. Using his incredible detective skills, Sherlock found out that KKK stood for the Ku Klux Klan, a dangerous secret society in America. Elias Openshaw had once lived in America and, during his time there, had been a member of the Klan. When Elias moved back to England, he took some important papers with him that the Klan wanted back. Sherlock figured out that the Klan members were sending the 5 orange pips as a warning to scare Elias into returning the papers. However, Elias had refused, which led to his untimely death. Sherlock instructed John Openshaw to stay safe and promised to solve the case quickly. Tragically, the very next day, Watson and Holmes read in the newspaper that John Openshaw had died after falling into the River Thames. Sherlock was deeply saddened, but became more determined than ever to bring the culprits to justice. He worked tirelessly, finding out that a sailing ship named the Lone Star, with a crew full of Klan members, had recently docked in London. Sherlock sent a detailed message to the American authorities about the ship and its dangerous crew. Sometime later, news arrived that the Lone Star had been lost at sea during a terrible storm, and everyone on board had perished. While the news couldn't bring back Elias, his brother, or young John Openshaw, it brought some measure of justice and peace. Holmes and Watson continued their detective adventures, always chasing the truth and solving the mysteries that came their way.